This is a huge month. My company is closing $194,000 in income this month. That's from 6 wholesales and 1 flip. So I'm going to break down exactly how we found every single one of those deals, what list they came from, how long it took from the first time that we talked to them till we actually get paid. Check this out. Hey everybody, it is Brent Daniels, and this wholesaling business is phenomenal. This wholesaling business is an absolute cash machine. I talk about it all the time on this channel, but $194,000 this month is what we're going to be closing on. Yes, I actually do deals. Yes, my team actually closes deals. We are masters at it. That's what we talk about. This isn't just theory here. We're actually a business that is actually doing a lot of business, over $1 million every single year over the past 3 years. And this month is just one of those months where you just feel it. Everything came together. So let's break this down, because I've got 7 deals here that we actually have numbers on, that I actually have the results that are actually sold. And then I have 3 that we still have to sell. So it could even go way more. We could get to $250,000 in this month. And then I'm going to give you some thoughts and ideas on how you can also get to this point. Okay, because that's the whole point of this. The whole point is getting here. The whole point is raising our standards, raising our minimum standards, so that we're making an amazing amount of money every single month, right? Okay, so check this out. Let this inspire you a little bit, but also let it give you the instruction that you need to go after the right lists and the right techniques, which obviously a lot of these, I think 5 out of the 7 were cold calls or TTP calls. So let's start off with one that wasn't. This was actually a web lead, and we don't do a lot of internet marketing. This is something that we did a few months ago. We were testing it out to see if we could get a good return on our investment from pay-per-click, right? So people go to Google, they type in "need to sell my house fast" or "cash for my house" or whatever it is, and our website would pop up, they would fill it out, and then my acquisition managers would instantly call them. So this one was a deal in Phoenix. It was on Hadley. It was a web lead that we got 5 months ago. Now, really interesting. Here's something that's the truth and something that you really need to take into account when you're looking at how you want to find your leads, how you want to find your deals, okay? Now, when you're making cold calls, the average time, listen to me, the average time from initial contact to closing, to getting paid, in my business, in businesses around the country, this is an average, okay? This is just polling the top 100 students that I have in my TTP program, is about 90 days. Okay, let that sink in. So you make calls today, you're not getting paid till December. Okay, or you're not getting paid for 90 days if you're watching this in some other month. So 90 days. So you got to put that into your head. So never stop making the calls. Never stop that process, because if you do, you're affecting your business 90 days from now. You want your business like this, not doing this type of thing, right? So always stay consistent with your calls. So, but this one was a web lead from 5 months ago. And the interesting thing, the point that I wanted to make there was, with these internet leads or with direct mail, those leads happen now. Those are people that are reaching out because they are making a decision now. It's different than the approach of calling these people up and being proactive. This is those people are actually we're actually being reactive, because we're waiting for them to initiate the conversation with us. So with the web leads usually, and with direct mail, and really with a lot of traditional marketing, the leads happen a lot faster. It just costs you way more. It costs you a lot of money. On average in Phoenix, the average cost for a pay-per-click, a website, like an internet lead, is about $9,500. $9,500 a deal. Now on this one, we're making $19,000. if you look at it and you slice it up and you look at all the different costs with acquisition managers, disposition managers, some of your operating costs, it's not really the most effective. But we got 2 of them this month, which really helped out, and it kind of just came out of nowhere, to be honest with you. So that web lead we got 5 months ago. It was a probate. They filled it in. They inherited the property, but unfortunately the probate wasn't done correctly, so we're still going through the process. We actually helped them hire an attorney, which we are subsidizing. We're paying the attorney half of it. The other half he's going to get paid out of escrow, and just to make sure that this deal gets closed. So sometimes you have to do that. It's case by case. That's not usually how we like to do it. That was a web lead. The second deal that I want to talk about, this one, you always, listen, if you're going to get to 150, 180, 200,000 in a month, you need a massive deal to help you out with that. And that's what this one is. This is on actually a deal in Florida. See, the beautiful thing about TTP, the beautiful thing about wholesaling is you can do this virtually, especially if you're picking up the phone and calling people. So my callers call in Florida and get some leads there, and also in Alabama as well. In certain parts, we partner with people that are there, and we get phenomenal deals, right? So they go, they're boots on the ground, they take care of all the logistics, but we get the deals, we find them, we source them, and we lock them up and sell them. So this one was actually a flip. This one was a beautiful property. We bought it for $60,000. We put $35,000 into it and sold it for $190,000. 180 or 190. I don't remember, but I do know that we're making $78,000 on it. So you could do the math. $78,000. You need a massive deal. Massive deals every single month. Imagine if you did that every single month. That was from one cold call. That was a cold call on a absentee owner list, which is one of the toughest lists to call right now because a lot of people are going after those properties, but it was an absentee owner list. Next one, on Ellery in Flagstaff, Arizona. This one is $30,000. This one, listen to this. We called this person 1 year ago. 1 year ago. They were making the decision. They wanted way too much. They wanted, I think, $275,000 for this. We got them down to $220 a year later, but we kept following up. Every couple months, we would just shoot a text. We would give a call. Listen, it is all in the follow-up. Once you get a lead, you are just wasting that lead if you're not following up consistently. Until you get rid of it, until they tell you no, or until you're too far apart, or until you know that they'll never do business with you, you follow up on that lead. This is a $30,000 deal. $30,000 deal from a few phone calls throughout the year, just sprinkled in. You can do this. Follow up. Don't just be like, oh, they're not ready yet, gone. No, if there is some motivation there and you're somewhat close, stay with them and stay in contact with them. That was a Driving for Dollars list with Deal Machine. We've been using them forever. I've been talking about them forever. We were obviously using them a year ago. Deal Machine, make sure if you do go to Deal Machine and sign up, which I highly suggest, use the TTP code TTP. You get 10 bucks off every single month. So check that out. Next, another web lead. This is crazy. We'd never do web leads. I think we've done 4 this year and 2 of them were this month, but this one's for $30,500. This is another absentee owner. They have a property that's a little bit beat up and they just don't want it anymore. It's in a vacation spot in Flagstaff, Arizona. It's in a vacation area and they just don't, they're just done with it. They just want to cash out and just ride off into the sunset. So really phenomenal deal, $30,500. Got another one in Florida for $17,000. This one right here was an inherited property. Really interesting. Inherited list. I get my inherited list from flipthisrealestatelyst.com. Eric Torrente owns that company. Phenomenal wholesaler himself out of New Jersey. Really great data. It is not cheap, but it is really effective. Make sure that you put TTP code and it'll move you up there in his kind of queue because he knows that you're serious and you'll probably be a repeat customer for him. So check that out. Flip This Real Estate List. The next one, two more to talk about in Alabama, which is really interesting because we just went into that market. Beautiful. Wholesaling, you could do it anywhere. You guys out there that are in the military, you guys out there that have a full-time job, you guys out there that are in a super like expensive market, you out there that think that if you could only do deals in this market, you would in some other market that you don't live in, that it would just be great for your life. It is. It is. You can do it. It's virtually. You're just talking to people. It's just talking to people. It's just picking up the phone, having a quality conversation with the distressed property owner. That is all it is. Isn't that? Oh man, I'm telling you. Months like this, you feel so grateful. You feel so grateful for your team. You feel so grateful for the process. You feel so grateful. Everything is validated on months like this. Everything is validated because you understand that there is certain laws. There is the law of cause and effect. The cause is we want to go out there and we want to solve the problems of homeowners. We want to solve the problems of property owners. And the effect is we get paid a ton of money to do it, to solve their problems, to solve the problems of these property owners, and to solve the problems of people that want to either build their portfolio, live in these properties, or fix and flip these properties. They need the inventory. They're not going to go out and get them. These people need to get rid of this property and they're not sure how to do it. We come in. It is so unbelievable. It is a law. You can do this. That's what wholesaling is all about. You've got this. You've got this. Those 2 deals in Alabama were making $19,500, and those happened in 7 days. Oh, sorry. Let me go back real quick. So that deal took 1 year to close. The web lead took 22 days to close. The 17,000 in Florida, 30 days from initial call to close, and these Alabama ones were only 7 days of follow-up before we got under contract. Those are still set to close. Those will be about 21 days from initial contact. Can you imagine getting paid in 30 days? Let me look at these ones. Some of these were long, but this is $60,000 in 21 days, in less than 30 days, from initial contact to like having that money in my account. Imagine that. This is real life. This is real life. Plus, we got 3 more that we're looking to close. So it's just an absolutely bananas month. If you're watching this, a couple different things that I want you to take from this. One, if you're gonna cold call, give yourself 90 days. Will some pop in 30 days? Absolutely. Guess what will not happen if you're not making calls? You will get no deals. I don't know if that sounded right. It sounded a little goofy, to be honest, but you won't get any deals if you're not making any calls. The cause and effect, right? If you're not out there having quality conversations with distressed property owners, nothing is going to happen. Okay, I am encouraging you. I want to pull you into taking action, right? This is that whole thing that I want to be a wholesaler or I must be a wholesaler. The people that want to be, you're watching this now. The difference between that and actually going and taking action is you need to make this a must. I must succeed in wholesaling. I must find a deal this week. I must talk to people this week. I must talk to them today. Make it a must, not just a want. Everybody wants everything. That doesn't get us anything. You must do this. You must go out and be proactive. You must go and have those conversations. I'm telling you, it'll change everything. Put a big must in front of you. I must succeed here. Do it. It's right here. You've got this. 194,000 and rising this month. You can be here too. You could do this. Listen, this isn't rocket science. I'm not some genius here. People are doing this around the country. You see the testimonials on this page. You can do this. You've got real life facts. So go out there and talk to people. I encourage you. If you're interested in joining the most proactive group in real estate, go to wholesalinginc.com/TTP. Check out everything on that page. You'll absolutely love it. If it feels good in your gut, sign up for a call. I'd be working with you personally. Until next time, you're the best. Love you. See ya.